right, let's what's popping, everyone. My name's AJ Wrights Crypto, coming to you live from Las Vegas, Nevada. I got to check out of the hotel room in an hour. I have this cool little backdrop here. I like this spot, not gonna lie. But I am here. I'm doing like a quick, I'd say like probably like a 45-minute live stream today. Shout out to my guy Leo, got the first like. It is a very unusual time for me to stream. Wouldn't be surprised if the numbers aren't crazy big today. But I still have plenty good stuff to talk about. A handful of really interesting stories popped up on my feed today. I want to talk about those. Got some charts, got some crazy winning trades from the group. Telegram group has been doing very well. Even while I've been traveling, did miss like a day or two when I was in Barcelona, but you know, I still made up for it in the past. I posted 5 charts in the past 48, 24 hours, and they have just done so well. And I am going to talk about all of those charts since, we'll probably be moving to new charts here pretty soon. So nothing crazy there. Shout out to everybody watching. Smash the like button if you haven't already. Help me get in the algorithm. This is a strange time for me to stream. I normally don't stream at this time, but I'm in Vegas today, and I there's no way I was getting up at 6:30 or whatever to do it. No, just not doing it. But I'm still making an effort to get a stream in today, because here's quick overview. Today, late tonight, I'm flying to Maryland. So I'll be getting to Maryland. I'm taking a red eye, and I land at like 10 in the morning. So there will be no live stream tomorrow. I think I will be able to live stream Wednesday, normal time, 10:30, maybe 11, probably 10:30. Wednesday, Thursday, probably not, and Friday, probably not. So there will be other videos coming out. I have a lot. Oh my God, I have so many videos prepared. Since I'm only live streaming twice this week, today and Wednesday. So really quick, I just wanted to show you guys, what we have been cooking over here. Yesterday I got out my long-awaited VeChain price prediction video right here. I had to post it at a very strange time, but I worked on it so long that I just wanted to get it out. So I feel like it will catch up in views. It is a price prediction video. Those ones always do pretty good. And it's a really good video. And you might remember I did an interview with Sonny in Consensus at Texas, and I wasn't able to get the footage from the team, but I do have a clip of that interview that Jada filmed. And it's funny because she actually clipped the most important part of the interview. It just so happened that she caught the right part. So there is a bit of that interview in that price prediction video. And I did crank up my price prediction a little bit from the one I did back at Hit Network. So make sure you check out my new VeChain price prediction video. Also have my first, was at the Cypher in Barcelona, #AlgoFam. Big shout out to Algorand, everybody at the Algorand Foundation. Had a really good time hanging out with John Allen Woods, Mark right here, the new CMO, Stacy. I have interviews with all 3 of them. This is the first one with Mark. Maybe I'll put my interview out with Stacy or John today. Okay. Got to get those interviews out. Also did some interviews with Abdul from Gora. Shout out to Gora, really awesome decentralized oracle on Algorand. And I also interviewed Benedetto from Folks Finance. I'll put that interview out as well. I also have the Gary Cardone Part 2 interview, and I have I'm going to put out that interview with Big Pay to help promote Atrium. I am on the advisory board at Atrium. So I have a handful of videos that to come out, and also like some trading ideas and stuff that I'll like make some potpourri type trading videos, just like the charts I'm looking at that day in a proper YouTube format. Jada and I are going to do a portfolio update remote. We weren't able to film one in person. Jada flew to Washington this morning. She's spending time and go to her for her cousin Marissa's birthday. So we're going to do our portfolio video remote this week. So just a heads up on that as well. A little bit of housekeeping. Yeah, a little bit of housekeeping. Mr. Mojo said he's never been to Maryland. Well, what the hell, man? The good vet video. Thank you. Vet to RWA King. Sup, gangsters. What's up, man? Thanks for being here. Hoping for a 60-cent VeChain. Yeah, that was I made a pretty strong case when you look at the 1-2 knockout punch with RWAs and sustainability and the activation of the UFC deal. There is a lot of good there. I think they can pull it off. Just like with H-bar, my personal target being below my price prediction, I that kind of stuff is just to ensure success. I don't need the 10x. I need the 6x. You know what I mean? So I'm trying that, and that's my goal. So I'm, forever the pragmatist, always going to focus on what my goal is and, move forward from there. So, but shout out to everybody in the chat. You guys rock. Please smash the like button if you haven't already. We hit 15,000 on this channel. We hit 15,000. Very excited about that. We've been going for 7-8 months now. And hey, I'm so proud of the progress we've made over here at AJ Writes Crypto. Amazing. I mean, 15K, 7-8 months. I'll take it. I'll take it. Yeah. And the thing is that there's no part of me that has gotten discouraged. There's no part of me that doesn't want to wake up every day and talk about crypto. I absolutely love this world. I love this industry. I've been getting more and more opportunities, bigger opportunities as time has gone on. I'm definitely not going to fall off. I also respect that. I want to have the reputation of someone like, George from Cryptos R Us or like Altcoin Daily and like people, BitBoy, people up there. But like, I also know that I'm the new guy and I have to earn my spot and continue to crawl up the ladder. And I'm going to do that by working as hard as I can and hopefully outworking the people around me. So, that's the goal. That's my approach with trading. That's my approach with my YouTube channel. That's my approach with basically everything I do. So there's that too. So you guys rock though. All right. So there was one thing, there's a couple things I got to talk about today, but man, I really don't know where to start, to be honest with you. Yeah, but shout out to Grogger Nation, man. We hit 15K. Amazing. Make sure you check out this new interview with Mark, the new CMO of Algorand, talking about their marketing strategy and my new VeChain price prediction. 15K, let's go. All right, so handful of stories to run through here. Solana meme coin skyrockets 1,500% after Roaring Kitty reveals this. The meme coin is called Chewy, soared 15 times the price following disclosure by Keith Gill, known as the Roaring Kitty, raising questions about manipulation. Just a heads up, that is going on. I know a lot of you guys like to find those Solana memes. Maybe keep an eye on that one. Not saying to get in it now after a pump, but keep an eye on it. I know that I'm going to keep an eye on it as well. I generally am not the type to throw darts and catch things as they come. I catch the projects once they're established and have liquidity on exchanges. Brace for impact, title of the show today. US and Germany move over 100 million in Bitcoin as the market braces for impacts. Pretty crazy. I actually had people asking me about it in the my late stream yesterday, the gaming stream, and I didn't know the story. I didn't follow the news as much as I normally do. The German government is moving huge sums of Bitcoins. Again, days after similar moves by the European nation apparently helped lead Bitcoin price dumping, and the United States is moving Bitcoin as well. Monday morning, while it's known to be associated with the German government, moved some 94.94 million worth of Bitcoin, according to Arkham Intelligence. In total, 1,500 Bitcoin was moved. Many of the tokens were spread across accounts at major crypto exchanges. 200 Bitcoin went to Bitstamp. Bitcoin went all over the place. Bitcoin went all over the place, and now we're kind of, are they doing this to get rid of it? And that kind of feels like what it is. If you're moving a bunch of Bitcoin to an exchange, it's not because you want to leave it on a centralized exchange, that's for sure. And and the governments do seize a lot of Bitcoin. The German government is one of the largest stakeholders of crypto in the world, with some $2.8 billion of worth of seized Bitcoin in its possession. They just basically seized, or AKA legally stole it from people. And now they get to sell it and take profits. And so basically there's $100 million of Bitcoin hitting exchanges. Should we be worried? Should we brace for impact? All right. Well, first thing, when you consider the market cap of Bitcoin, 1.2 trillion, I'm not that worried about $100 million. Step one. Step two, Bitcoin investors are placing $500 million in spot Bitcoin orders, like a spot buy to buy Bitcoin normally, below the market price. $500 million, where the governments are only selling 100 million. Where are these positions set? Right here. The exciting strategy amounted to over 500 million in buy prices over the weekend across price points stretching from above 60,500 to below 58.5. So basically, $500 million says let's not lose $60,000. I'm good with that. I really think Bitcoin needs to hold $60,000 for a plethora of reasons, and I will get to the Bitcoin chart at some point here in the show. New interesting story here. U.S. Marshals partnered with Coinbase to manage large cap crypto assets. That is pretty interesting. U.S. Marshals chose Coinbase Prime to manage its large cap digital assets. Coinbase Prime provides custody and advanced trading services for US MSC's cryptocurrencies. The selection follows a competitive process in evaluating multiple solutions. So basically, Class 1 cryptos are managed by USMS to support the federal law enforcement. Coinbase Prime will provide both custody and advanced trading services for these assets. The selection followed a rigorous competitive process with Coinbase One. Of course, Coinbase One. I mean, they're the biggest name. Here's the press release. We have a long-standing history of supporting law enforcement agencies dating back to the founding of our law enforcement program in 2014. We work with every major U.S. federal, state, and local law enforcement agency, as well as international agencies in every continent. So there you go. I don't really know what I make of the story, other than, of course, Coinbase got the contract, and good for them, And it's also interesting to see, U.S. Marshals choosing crypto. Which crypto place should we use to manage our large cap digital assets? I mean, this is a conversation. This is it's kind of a nothing burger of a story, but in the long span, it says one thing to me: adoption. That's really what it means to me. Heard a little bit about Ben talking this on his live stream before I went live. Did not mean to go live while he went live. Not to step on your toes, BitBoy. We're still friends, I promise. But I have to leave this hotel room at 11 o'clock. And I was like, I'm getting my live stream in. I'm doing this live stream. I don't give a shit. It's happening. So SEC tries to expand crypto jurisdiction with consensus lawsuit. Wow. So US SEC filed a new lawsuit against Consensus, alleging that its MetaMask swap service made it an unregistered broker. Of course, they're trying to pull this shit. This lawsuit from the SEC comes after Consensus lawsuit against the SEC in April. MetaMask Swaps is the platform that helps facilitate the trades. Blah, blah, blah. We know what MetaMask Swaps does. The complaint alleges that Consensus, through the Swaps platform, has collected fees over $250 million. It also claims that some of these liquidity providers may share a portion of its fees it charges investors. So they're basically saying, hey, you're basically doing what people in the stock market are doing. That makes you a broker. And there's also, this is kind of the big, in my opinion, the big takeaway from this. Hold on. According to the complaint, Consensus exercises further discretion over which crypto assets it makes available. It highlights that they maintain a token restriction policy that details assets that it doesn't enable trades in. Furthermore, the SEC lists a series of assets it considers securities. The SEC thinks all these are securities, and that swaps helped enable trades in. These include Matic, AMP, AXS, BNB, Cody, DDX Flow, Hex, LCX, Nexo, OMG, POWR, RLY, XYO, Mana, Chiliz, Sand, and Luna. Apparently, in the eyes of the SEC, all of these are securities. I don't know why. I feel like, what you call it, are we calling things commodities now, guys? Isn't Ethereum a commodity? If Ethereum is a commodity, why isn't Matic a commodity? You know what I mean? They're really just scratching for the little bit of power they have left, because in November it's over. Okay, Ben just ended the stream. Okay, good. Shout out to my guy Chauncey Peppertooth in the chat. The complaint also alleges that Consensus MetaMask staking, this is the big part Ben was talking about, platform sold unregistered securities in the form of tokens for Lido and Rocket Pool. The so-called liquid staking token enables users to gain access to staking rewards without directly participating in validation. The complaint claims that these schemes represent investment contracts. And Ben made a really good point about they don't want you to stake unless they only want certain people to be able to stake. They only want certain people to be able to do these things. And why do these processes always take forever? Like we always feel like the government is slow. Well, the jab wasn't slow. It's really just put in place so things happen in the order they want to. And then Mr. X, blah, 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 blah. That's a quick overview of what he said. But I'm joking around, though. But he made a really good point. And I am interested to see what's going to happen with staking in the future. I don't think it registers as an investment contract, but I am, a pro crypto. Crypto is my life. Crypto is my career. Of course, I would say that. But hey, let's just argue about the Howey test for another 5 years and suppress crypto. Even better. Let's take a quick overview of the market. Got about 60 people in the house. I'm actually glad there's 60 people here because I'm streaming at a random ass time. from Las Vegas. I just wanted to get a stream in today. So thank you for being here. Smash the like button. Maybe help me get in the algorithm. All good. Bitcoin 63,000. Like to see it hold 63. Can get to that chart in a little bit. Ethereum actually was above 35 yesterday, back down a little bit, fighting at some levels there. Solana trying to get above 150. XRP still below 50 cents. A lot of things are just kind of where they were, to be honest. Things have fluctuated a little bit, but like really nothing too crazy, to be honest. Render under 8, Hedera under 8 cents. Dog WIF 229. That was actually a big one that we targeted in the Telegram group. I'll get to that in a minute. VeChain kind of hanging sideways. Guys, make sure you check out my VeChain price prediction. Put a lot of work into that one. It's a solid video. The graph, have been buying more of the graph as always. I feel that is going to be, is one of my largest holdings. And it is, I believe in it. I just do. Phantom moving up a little bit, up 4.4% in the past 24 hours. Love to see it. Brett and Bonk moving up a little bit in the past 24 hours as well. I'd like to see Jasmine Coin wake back up. I'm a fan. Algorand up 11% in the last 7 days. And guys, make sure you check out the interviews as they come out from the interviews I did from Decipher. So much good stuff. So much big news came out of the Algorand camp. And I knew that going into Decipher that there was going to be a lot of news. Algorand always stacks their news for the conferences. They always have done that. And I didn't know what the news was. On hand to God, I didn't know. But I did know it was something was coming. And it's pretty awesome. It is pretty awesome. Just off the top of my head, Para Wallet is, getting in with MasterCard. So you could use a MasterCard from your Para Wallet. That is pretty sweet. They have the USDCA on Coinbase, and the Coinbase integration goes beyond being able to swap USDCA, like USDC, but on the Algorand chain. But you know how they have the learn and earn on Coinbase, where you can like take a quiz and get $3 in Aave or whatever. With Algorand's new integration is like a learn and earn, but instead of like taking a quiz where you can get the questions wrong and then take them again and get the free money and you learn nothing, instead of doing that, they're actually going to hold your hand and walk you through on-chain stuff like, mint an NFT, swap on a DEX, do swap. They're actually going to make you do things on the chain. And no one's ever done that on Coinbase before. And I think once people realize how, get the technology in their hands and see how fast it works, I think it's going to be an absolute no-brainer. I am insanely bullish on that come up there. Not going to lie. Shout out to my guy Everyday Algonaut in the chat. He was at consensus. What a homie. What a homie. All right, let's take a quick look at the gainers and the losers here. As always, boom, boom, top 100. Not going to go through the whole list today. All right, Layer 0 up 17, ENS at $32. Guys, I started talking about ENS in the Telegram group at like $12. I will go back in the Telegram group, and I posted a couple articles. I said, I think this is a coin that you should target to hold for a little while now. I think it's going to be a killer. I don't know about day trading it, but I think it's a good pick for your portfolio. And I think when I posted that, it was like $12. I will go back through the Telegram group and find the article and tell you what it was that day. But that I want to claim calling ENS. I did call this one. Brett, another coin we've targeted in the group. WIF, another coin we targeted in the group. All coins doing very well right now. In the top losers, we have nothing too crazy in the losers. Celestia, Caspa, Flare, nothing too crazy. Let me find. I also did put this this tweet out here promoting the VeChain price prediction. RWAs are projected to be 16 to 68 trillion by 2030. Sustainability 26 trillion by 2030. They're aiming at both narratives, and it's primed to have one hell of a bull run. And guys, remember, I talk about this in the video, but there's this chart that we've seen time and time and time again. All right. And this chart is from the Boston Consulting Group, one of the most well-respected consulting groups in the world. And this is, basically saying that there's a projection by 2030, RWAs will be projected to be worth $16.1 trillion, which would represent 10% of the global GDP. But if you actually go to the Boston Consulting Group website and find the PDF of this study where this chart exists, you would actually know that here's the chart from the actual study itself. And if you zoom in, highly conservative forecast, the tokenization potential of 68 trillion by 2030 in a best case scenario. And guys, I've been seeing tweets on Twitter. That's where people tweet on Twitter. I refuse to call it X. I've been seeing a tweet of this chart for God knows how long, 16 trillion, 16 trillion, 16 trillion. And it's just proof to me that no one actually read the actual PDF, because it's actually 16 to 68 trillion for RWAs. That is absolutely insanity. Insanity. If in the best case scenario for, you know, the tokenization of everything. And don't get it wrong, everybody. The tokenization of everything has begun. One moment here. I lost my little tab. Oh no. I cannot lose my tab. That's not how this goes, guys. But I am going to take a second really fast. Got a bunch more I want to talk about today. But I am going to say, guys, shout out to the Telegram group. I am just so proud of the traders in this group. I am just like beside myself how many people are murdering trades every day. And I'm like, hell yeah, guys. We're doing it. We're out here. We're shining. If you feel like you're missing out, if you feel like you want to make more of this bull run, send me an email, ajalphagroup@gmail.com, and take your trade to the next level. I have to give an honest shout out to a group member right now. His name is Jacob. He's a friend. He's been, you know, ride or die member of the Grogger Nation for a while now. I gave 5 charts to the Telegram group. I gave 5 charts in the past 24, 48 hours. All right. And of course, guys, I target the coins on Phemex that have significant volume that are still volatile picks. So we can quickly get in and out of large trades with no headaches. And because like when you see these types of picks, you're like, oh, this thing's going to go. All right. And look at this. He sent me, I think 12 hours, 18 hours, less than a day after I posted these 5 setups. He sent me not 1, 19% win on PopCat, not 2, a 24% win on ZRO, not 3, a 22% win on Lista, but 4 winning trades rounding out with a 70% win on WIF. All 4 of these setups, PopCat, ZRO, Lista, and WIF, all 4 from the group. Won 4 trades that same day, back to back to back to back. Shout out to Jacob. He is fundamentally understanding my strategy. And that is what happens when you understand my strategy. That. Beyond impressed that he landed all 4. I am kind of the guy that I generally don't tend to be more than one trade at once. I'm generally in one trade at one time. But hey, dude, whatever you're doing, keep going. It's working well. What a badass, man. What a badass. Ellie with a $2 super chat said that she just sent in her trading group fee. Ellie, welcome to the group. I will make sure I add you in to the group right after the show. Well, I do have to clean up out of this hotel room and move to a Starbucks for a while because I got some work to do. But yeah, I will add you to the group for sure. But guys, if you want to win 4 trades in one day like Jacob, ajalphagroup@gmail.com. Big shout out to my guy, Jacob. And, you know, I'm not going to go through every setup that I gave to the group that day, but I am going to go through one of them. I'm going to go through one of them. All right. This is dog WIF. Look at this mess of a chart here. Look at this mess of a chart. We nailed these trades from where 316 was the big magnet. So long. All right. And they come down short, long, short, long, long, short, long. You get my point? That is how often we traded dog WIF. And it was also in this really sharp, you see these 2 gray lines here. And these are all the relevant support resistance levels if you want to alarm them for when this chart comes back up. These will all come back into play. I'm giving everyone this chart. All right. And alarm all those levels. Pause the screen and set an alarm on every one of those levels. And note this downtrend here. All right. In the thin gray lines. Okay. And 202 was kind of where I let it ride, because, you know, it came down, and from 202 in 4 days, it was a 27% win. And once it came down here, that is when, once it hit this, is when I gave these levels. All right. And we have been winning trades basically since last week, since I was in Barcelona. I remember of the come up from 173. I mean, right here, 32% in 32% in 3 days. Even right here, 18% in 1 day. Even that was 11% in 15 hours. And now, guys, WIF has done a proper change of direction. If you want to even kind of draw its own little new uptrend line like this, I know it's a very messy chart, but just try to make sense of it the best you can. But, you know, WIF is now in a new uptrend. All right. And for us to be really talking shorts, we're either scalping shorts, because the trend is your friend. You generally want to be in a long when this happens. All right. And the most recent setup, let me zoom into, say, the 12-minute chart, which we use the most in my group. So we were around here. All right. So we came up through 202, which was the big level in my eyes. So we came above 202 from right here, 16% in 16 hours. You're still in the trade, up 15% right there. And guys, these levels, you could have went long from the break of 208. You could have went long from the break of 216. You could have went long from the break of 223. You could have went short from the loss of 223. And then you could have went long from the break of 223 again. All right. So now, where are we with WIF? Well, obviously, the previous high is a massive target. And we also have another at 242 is a previous level from the past. So we could add a new level to the chart. I would say I would actually draw it from the body, not the wick. If you want to draw an additional one from the wick, you can. Oh, there's my alarm. But yeah, so this level is at 233. The bottom level is at 223. So we're at a conditional range between 233 and 223, where losing this is the short and breaking this is the long. And remember, if you go in a short, we are in an uptrend, so it will be won't be in that trade for long. The trend is your friend. You want to be in the direction of the trend itself, which is up and long. So make sure you keep an eye on WIF. We have been killing WIF trades. Oh my goodness. ZRO kept going big time. Damn. All right. I'm showing you ZRO too. I'm showing you all. Just because I'm showing off right now. I feel like stunting. I called ZRO long. You see that white circle? I'll draw another circle. You see that white circle around that white circle? That's where I called along on ZRO. And that was before all these levels were drawn. These levels were actually drawn the next day. But I called this long right here at that white circle. Top to bottom. 42% in a day and 8 hours. Called it. Called it. Go back and check. Check the receipts, guys. Check the receipts. We have been nailing trades in this group. And I also said that with 340 price discovery, you know what I mean? I mean, even from the certainly leave that alarm on, because from the break of 340 right here, closing above the 50-day EMA, 15% move in 4 hours right there. Once you closed above the EMA, right there. Boom. Boom. Dude. Insane. Insane. I do want to do a quick overview on Bitcoin. I said I would. That's important. I also have been looking at the daily chart for the graph really fast. I do like to see, this kind of, see the curvature here, anchor wave, trigger wave. Not exactly a divergence, but it's good to see the bigger become the smaller. You want to see anchor wave, trigger waves on Market Cipher. And that is forming with the green dot printed on the daily. Really, the graph has a big support resistance level at 22 cents. If the graph can break 22 cents, good, but we really want to see it break 23.2. All right, 23.2 is the level, because 23.2 is the 2023 high for the graph, and it actually was also a big support resistance level here end here. All right. So if the graph gets above 23.2, that is your long. You can have 22 cents as an alarm set for like a reminder alarm, but the break of 23.2 is a big long for the graph. The loss of 19.9 would be a short for the graph. The wick is actually 18.8 if you want to go from the wick low, not the body low. And also just kind of keep in mind, like, the structure of the graph here. Like, we have been in this brutal downtrend. I mean, right here was UFC 299 in Miami. When I put that tweet out front of a Burberry saying this might be a local top. Don't just take profits, enjoy them. That was my cryptic ass way of saying I didn't want to get my head cut off by everyone for me being a bear. But there is a big bearish divergence right here on the graph on the daily chart. And this is the chart that I look at probably the most, and was very aware that things could get bloody. And I did cryptically. I won't always come out and say things because if everything's really bullish and I'm like, oh, it's about to turn around, I don't want people to hate me is my point. I don't call them all. I'm not a savant, but I did call that one. Give credit where credit's due. And also, so basically all I'm trying to say here is that we have this yellow downtrend of the downtrend it's been in since March. And you want to be aware of that trend level as well. You want to, let me extend it on this chart. All right, pull this down here. And really the point of intersection between, it's actually not until August. So let's not even worry about the point of intersection. But yeah, the graph is eventually going to have to make a decision. It's like, are we going to get rich or are we going to get wrecked? That is levels you want to be aware of. Bitcoin, BTC. Oh man, kind of a really messy chart there. I think that was just me messing around. All right, so what I will say is that this is the daily, and first things that kind of yell at me is, kind of slightly lower highs here. All right. And then slightly higher lows here. So we are the walls are closing in to some point. It is really, really good where Bitcoin turned around. I did talk about this in the Telegram group that I believe that Bitcoin was going to bounce off the 200 EMA. It did. Glad to see that. And that is very bullish to see that not only did it bounce off the 200 EMA, but that it put in a higher low. Structurally speaking, I don't hate Bitcoin right now. We are coming up in the momentum wave on Market Cypher. We printed a green dot a couple days ago, moving all up in that world. We have to fight the 50 EMA. The fight of the 50 is about to happen. Would like to see Bitcoin close above the 50 EMA in the next week. Possible that happens, and really, we want to see it plant its feet and fight, and it does look like it's doing that, considering it has come down, significantly from here. But we also, if you kind of zoom in on like a 2 hour, and you look at this most recent downtrend, right, as its own downtrend, I mean, that's a breakout. That's a breakout of that downtrend that started June 7th. Yeah, June 7th. So we almost spent, the better part of 3 weeks or a month in this downtrend, and Bitcoin has broken out and has closed above the 200. Has closed above the 50 on the EMAs, and it's fighting the 200 now. But it actually came down and bounced above the trend line, which is really, really good. We have a green dot that just printed on the 2 hour right now. Bitcoin's looking good right now, guys. Bitcoin's looking like it's going to put up a fight. If you want to kind of be aware of here, let me 1 second. If we go from top to bottom on this most recent thing on, say, like a fixed range volume profile, just from here to here, where is the volume? Taking a second to load. Okay, it doesn't want to load. Great. Let me try to pull it again. I have a fixed range volume profile from that top to right here. I don't know why it's not. I don't know. It's not working for me right now. We can look at the visible range though. I hate when that happens. Just sometimes it just doesn't pop up. And I drew it right. I didn't draw it wrong. I think my Wi-Fi is just a little bad because of my volume profile is not loading either. And that's why. It's having trouble getting the data feed. Okay, all good. I'll keep moving. I do want to take a second, talk about a quick sponsored segment of today's show. Big shout out to the people over at DeFi Ventures, they have a lot going on. It's a parent company of Valor Inc. I will get into a little bit of that in a minute. Basically, it's TradFi exposure to digital assets in Web3. So this is ETPs. We're not talking crypto, but we're talking stock market world that can get you exposure to crypto. All right, institutional grade exposure to digital assets through ETPs, strategic ventures, and critical Web3 infrastructure, simply and securely via your brokerage account. Trusted by millions of investors, over $500 million in assets under management. All right, and here is what I was talking about, Valor Assessment Management. Valor offers exchange-traded products, ETPs, listed on regular stock exchanges across Europe that enable individuals and institutions to invest in digital assets simply and securely. Valor has a trading infrastructure to launch a single-purpose ETP and basket ETP. Valor launched the first ETP Bitcoin ZRO in December 2020 and has an AUM of under 500 million. And here's DeFi Ventures, taking diversified positions in DeFi protocols, working with world-leading names across the DeFi space. DeFi's research-based early-stage venture arm backs an ambitious founders and high-potential projects and networks across decentralized finance and Web3, focusing on pre-seed to Series A ventures. They do have a lot. There is a lot to this project. There is links down below in the description. Is basically for people who out there who might have normal brokerage accounts that want additional exposure to crypto, to Web3. This is an idea for you. All right. It's not like this is just some crazy like random thing. This project is legit. We want to talk people involved. We have Joanne Wattenstorm, the co-founder and director of Valor Cayman. He was the founder of XBT Provider, which was the world's first Bitcoin ETP. And he was also the co-founder director at Nortide Capital. Not to mention Anthony Pompliano is also an advisor and co-founder of Reflexivity Research. And we all know who Pomp is. All right. He is heavily involved in this project. And guys, it's not just this company actually makes money. They have a real ROI. This is like, you know what I mean? It is like a stock thing. But I do want to point out that they've been doing very well financially in a couple other ways. Here's more in the deck, like, how we make money with DeFi Ventures, DeFi infrastructure, Reflexivity Research, Valor Asset Management, kind of the things I talked about before. Here's some of the milestones. Not going to go through everything here. Where's the thing I wanted to show you? Where is that tab? I think it's further down. Here we go. I do like this bit here. Web3 and blockchain, by the numbers, 39.7 billion blockchain gaming technology market size by 2025. I hope that happens because that's a year away. 3.1 trillion blockchain technology value added to business, finance, private healthcare, and retail by 2030. So they're basically saying, these are the projections of things we're working with. Like, we are involved in all these things, and this is what they'll be worth by then. Just to keep in mind. 13 trillion Citibank prediction of TAM for metaverse economy by 2030. 1 billion projected crypto users by 2030. Let's hope that works out. 420 million active crypto users as of 2023. And they're basically saying, when you combine all these concepts together and the future projections of what these industries will be worth, that is why we're a safe bet. All right. Not to mention their portfolio is pretty impressive as well. We got Maps.me, Volmex Finance, Saffron Finance, Wilder World, Oxygen, Boba, CLV, Blockto. They got a lot of stuff going on. And I love to see it. I love to see it because, like, this is, although this isn't like a crypto pick, like I said, it's a traditional, if you have a brokerage account, something to look at. And these are the kinds of things that, although it doesn't directly affect me or even, the crypto folks in the audience, it's good for you to see that more projects are coming out swinging in the traditional world, on normal Wall Street, with a soul of Web3, with a crypto heart that's bringing more attention to crypto. And that is really what is important here in my mind. The website is defi.tech. All right. And here's their website. If you want to check them out, the link is down below in the description. I do want to thank them for sponsoring today's show. I do appreciate it. They are awesome. And like I said, if you want to learn more, make sure you click the link down below in the description or check out the website, DeFi.tech. Very cool. Amazing stuff. All right, let me I feel like once I have market cipher, it'll be like cheating. That's exactly what happens. I traded without market cipher and I did okay, like and then when I started, once I watched all the tutorial videos on the market cipher website and listened to Crypto Faces streams like religiously every day, dude, I have a really heightened understanding of market cipher, and it is a cheat sheet. It is a cheat sheet. If you don't have market cipher, what are you doing? And guys, CryptoFace gives me 2, not 1, 2 market cipher codes every month that are for 1 year. So I will be having a proper market cipher giveaway for you guys here pretty soon. I'm going to do it on a random day. You're not going to know when it's going to happen. I'm just going to do it one day, and I'm going to be giving away 1 year subscriptions to Market Cipher. So make sure you keep tuning in, you stay involved. And then you guys, I am going to get back to the normal giveaways as well. I got to get back on the get rich or get wrecked vibes. I know that they've like changed distributors a couple times and everything. I do want to be more having that ball rolling, but it is extremely, extremely difficult to run a clothing line, to run a YouTube page, to run a Telegram group. I literally am like, I'm a I juggle professionally. And yeah. Are you still working with the Map Amazon store people? I mean, I'm not, it's not like they're a partner of the channel. I still, have a thing with them, and I still talk to those guys, I don't know, once every couple months. They're good people. I like them. They're hard workers. They have an ROI. That business is rocking. That's for sure. They made a lot of money, but am I going to like actively have them come on the show all the time? I don't know. But yeah, I know. We stay in touch. They're cool. Yeah, people, totally, Ellie. I mean, dude, I was just in Barcelona for a week, and then I came jet lagged to Vegas to make it to UFC 303, and then I'm flying to Maryland, and then Thursday I'm flying to Michigan, and then Monday I'm flying back to Atlanta, and then it's like back to normal live stream time, and it's just like not to, like, and I still have to do content, like, you know what I mean? And it's awesome, but it's a lot. It really is a lot. But hey, it's kind of like, I can't complain though. You know what I mean? It's like I'm at that point where it's like becoming really worth it, like significantly worth it. And it's just like, AJ, like, you've been given this opportunity, make the most of it. So it's just like, I didn't want to get out of bed. I didn't, I wanted to just sleep in and play poker. I'm like, no, go do your live stream, go read some news stories, go check out some charts, do your thing, keep grinding. And that's what it's about. But I am in Vegas for the day, and I am about to go downstairs here at the MGM Grand and probably in for like $1,500, $2,000 at the 2-5 table. And I'm going to put my headphones in, and I am going to grind out. I will check raise the devil. I absolutely love playing poker. Man. Yeah, Ellie, 100%, 100,000%. And I appreciate you being here. Can we see Bitcoin versus altcoin, or did I miss? I just showed. I don't really do trading pairs like Bitcoin, Ethereum. There was a point in time where I liked looking at that stuff, and sometimes I'll check on it from time to time. But all the trading pairs that I actually trade are coin, dollar, and I stick to that. You can go a little further down the rabbit hole if you want to, but I generally tend to not do it. So amazing. So everybody, I am going to peace out. I have to pack my stuff and leave the hotel room I'm in because the checkout is at 11. I tried to get a late checkout and they told me no, but it's all good. Make sure you guys, how do we extend the subscription to the Telegram group? So I am going through them and making sure if like people's subscriptions ran out that they pay back. I might have missed a couple, but if your subscription's up, you could wait for me to message you or be honest and say, hey, my subscription's up, and email me. There you go. So, hell yeah, guys, if you're not in the Telegram group, make sure you sign up. agalphagroup@gmail.com. Travel Tim saying that he's going to re-raise my check raise. Well, Tim, I will just fold and give you my money and politely just drink coffee. I don't know. So, all right. Thank you, Nidox. I don't know how to pronounce that. But, and guys, also make sure down below in the description, Rare Evo, we are coming back to Las Vegas. This is a big announcement. Oh my God, I haven't said it on the show yet. I haven't said it on the show. Big announcement. Coming back to Vegas for the shirts are happening when the shirts happen. Like I said, crypto chips with their distributors, they've been happening next week for like 3 months, and I'm about to pull my hair out, but they will happen when they happen. It's like a one-time thing, like that design. So there's like been complications with it and stuff. And it's not like you ordered it on Amazon. It's like a special thing. So be patient. It'll come. But what you call it? Rare Evo, Las Vegas, August 15th through 17th. I will be interviewing the new CMO of Algorand, Mark, on the main stage at Rare Evo. Main stage, Rare Evo, with the CMO of Algorand. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I've never done like, speak at a conference thing. I've wanted to build to there. I'm good at public speaking. I don't care. I'm completely shameless. I don't get anxiety. I can just say what's on my mind and go. And I would really like to speak at conferences and really get into doing that. I feel like I could do a lot of good there. But my first one is at Rare Evo in August here in Las Vegas. I'll be interviewing the CMO of Algorand on the main stage. Make sure you guys are there. There's 5% off down below in the description and 10% off for Bitcoin Nashville if you want to get involved. And I am doing a Rare Evo giveaway, but we haven't done like a proper thing for it yet. So that will happen. But guys, I got to run. You guys have a safe rest of your day. Get rich or get wrecked. Peace.